what's going on? This is Leah Faye from WinterIce.com, and we have the beautiful Bianca Ryan that you might recognize from the first season of America's Got Talent that she won back in 2006.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been years since, you know, the show.
I know, it feels like yesterday.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about first of all, how did you discover your talent? Was it you, or did someone kind of recognize your voice, or?
It just like, it never just happened. It just kind of slowly happened, where I don't even remember the day that it really did occur. But I guess from younger, I was always involved in like the arts. I was a dancer. And then eventually, once I was around like 8 years old, I wanted to start taking singing lessons because there was a singing teacher at my dance studio. And then from there on, I just kept singing and practicing at my house and always singing to the radio.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what led you to America's Got Talent? Did someone kind of encourage you to go on the show, or was it your idea, or?
There was like word around, like, you know, my neighborhood and like the dance studio and the, you know, the artsy places I would go to, talking about, oh, there's this new show, America's Got Talent, and like Simon Cowell is the creator of it. And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah, it's like all different talents, blah, blah, blah. And then I found out there was an audition in New York, which is only about like an hour and a half away from my house. So that happened. I went to the audition. Didn't really think much of it. It was super weird. There was like, I got in the room and there was like a lady next to me and she had like a beard and then was like juggling stuff on fire, and I was like, oh gosh, am I auditioning for something that's just like way out of my league right now? But I went in the room, just kind of sang, and then they called me to go to LA for the show.
Right. So when you were on stage and you got the response you got from your voice, how did you feel in that moment?
I actually didn't expect the audience to, like, they were screaming so loud. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so surreal. It was like, to know that like you're there for like a couple hundred people in the audience, but then to know that like millions of people are watching you. Right. It's pretty scary.
Right. How did your life change like after the show? Of course it did, but like in what ways did it change?
It changed overnight. I mean, for something like that to occur that long ago, and I'm still living my dream and doing what I love to do from that. And, you know, having my songs played on stations and having interviews and recording new songs with new producers. It's just been this whole journey that I could never have imagined. Wow.
Describe Bianca's now music style in 3 words.
3 words?
Yeah.
Exciting, eccentric, and original.
How has growing up in Philly, if it did, influence your music style?
I think living in Philly really developed me and humbled me as an artist as well. Right after America's Got Talent, it's not like I went and moved to LA or, you know, moved to New York or any of those crazy fancy places. I stayed humbled. You know, I still live with my family and still have the same friends that I had back then. So it really humbled me, and especially in the songwriting abilities, especially now that I'm at this age, it's like, you know, all the lyrics aren't about, you know, dandelions and unicorns. It's real life. I live a real normal life. I went to high school, so it's cool.
Yeah. What are your current goals as an artist? I know you do a lot of holiday music and you love doing that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that, if you could paint a picture of what your perfect career would be, is it how you are, what you're doing now, or do you want to do more?
I'm always striving for more, so definitely my dream is to, you know, have 2016 really be the year for me and have, you know, my pop music, you know, just like my mainstream kind of stuff on the radio.
On the radio.
You know, mainstream radio. That would be a dream of mine. I have a new single that's coming out 2016 that really fits, you know, it's very radio friendly, so fingers crossed, I'm hoping.
Can you tell us a little bit about like what it's about, that song? Or?
Yeah, it's actually called What I Gotta Do, and basically it's about like, tell me what I have to do, you know, to get your attention, to get you to like me. So we have a music video that's in the editing process right now that's coming out the 2nd week of January, so I'm super excited.
I know.
It's gonna be awesome. The video is super, super great.
Your house is burning down, and you had to grab 3 albums. What would they be?
Oh, gosh, that's so hard. As of right now, I'd probably choose a Joss Stone album.
Joss Stone? Oh.
Definitely Aretha Franklin. I love her. And there's this new group that's actually been touring. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're more of like a jazz kind of mainstream pop band.
What are they called?
They're called Lake Street Dive.
I want to hear it because I love jazz.
Definitely them.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look after that. And And finally, tell us a little bit about what's going on now, what projects you have coming up. I know you said about the single, but is there anything else you want to let people who are following you know what's coming up?
Oh yeah, well, there's a ton of stuff coming out in 2016. I have obviously the new single that's coming out, What I Gotta Do, followed up by the music video for it. And then the rest of the EP hopefully to come very soon by spring. And we're keeping our fingers crossed for a summer tour, so hopefully look forward to that. All the updates will obviously be on my social media.
Right.
So I have my website, which is biancaryan.com, and then Twitter, which is just at Bianca Ryan, and then my Instagram, which is at official Bianca Ryan. But yeah, all that's just like, it's just up on there.
For the tour, would it be solo, or would you be interested in bringing someone on with you?
I would be very interested in opening up.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, my dream would be to open up for Adele.
For Adele?
Oh,
yeah.
At least for like some of the dates on like the East Coast would be cool.
Right, put it out there. Hopefully that happens. Alright, well, it was so nice talking to you. And look out for everything coming up, Bianca Ryan.
Hey guys, it's me, Bianca Ryan. You're watching waterice.com, your scoop to everything Philly.